Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, today concluded his tour of the mountain. And allow me to ask you this question. What is your general opinion about William Ruto's tour of the mountain? Was it a success or was it a flop? I'm asking that question because William Ruto today said something. I want you to listen to William Ruto because it's going to form the basis of this analysis.
Si mutaniuliza maswali 2027, si nitajibu maswali. Nikipita mtihani si mimi naendelea, nikianguka mtihani si mimi naenda kulima. Iko shida yoyote? What is the problem? Hakuna shida. Ama namna gani my friend? Tuko pamoja. Gavana hivyo hivyo, mjumbe hivyo hivyo, MCA hivyo hivyo.
And since I love relating political events and words to the 48 laws of power, let me take you to law number 22. In law number 22, Robert Greene is advising us to use the surrender tactics to transform weakness into power. In short, William Ruto today surrendered to the mountain because in his own mind, the trip was a flop. But the question is, why would the president, who is sitting in power, tell Kenyans that he's willing to go back to farming? In this video, I want us to analyze and ask ourselves some few questions about that statement by the president, because that statement, in my view, was intended to achieve certain political objectives. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two. Click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to Carotex computers. If you're looking for reliable and quality computers and accessories, then Carotex computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, tablets, and a variety of computer accessories. They're located at Nairobi Bazaar Plaza along Moi Avenue, first floor, shop number 7. They also deliver countrywide, which means you can conveniently place your order via their website, which is pinned in the comment below. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. I want us to begin this video by asking ourselves some 3 or 4 questions only, because I want the video to be as interactive as possible and very brief. The first question is, did William Ruto's visit to the mountain achieve the objectives it was intended to achieve? Because for me, I followed that event from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, up to day 5 today. Day 1 was good, day 2, somehow, day 3, day 4, and today, flopped. You can say that William Ruto succeeded because finally he went to the mountain. He cannot be accused of neglecting the mountain. But that trip, just like I was explaining yesterday, has buried the political career of Kimani Ichung'wah, Cecil Mbarire, and even Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki. And of course, remember, during the entire period, Rigathi Gachagua also maintained his silence, which in my view is a very strong political tool. He cannot be accused of undermining that visit. Tomorrow, he will have a chance to respond to everything and anything which came out of that meeting. But in general, if you were to ask me, the visit to the mountain by William Ruto did not achieve the objectives. It failed. In fact, if William Ruto had listened to the members of parliament from the region, he would have probably postponed it to maybe 1 or 2 months later. So that's the first question, which I think I've answered. The second question is, can William Ruto win the presidency of the Republic of Kenya without Mount Kenya? Because let's face it, in 2022, Mount Kenya is the reason why William Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya today. The mountain, based on the events today, probably have bolted out of his camp. Swali, can William Ruto win the presidency minus Mount Kenya? Let us read the comment. Let me take you to 2007. Raila versus Kibaki. Raila enjoyed the support. The entire Kalenjin nation, the entire coastal region, the entire Nyanza. Western was not entirely. Northern Kenya. Kibaki won in Mount Kenya, and I think maybe Bungoma that side. Raila won the rest. But Kibaki was still able to rig that election. The other day you saw SK Macharia revealing how he was forced to change some figures. So Raila won. But can Ruto repeat the same? Because if you compared Raila at that time and Ruto at this time, at that time, the entire Rift Valley was with Raila. The entire Nyanza was with Raila. Can we say the entire Nyanza will be with Ruto? The entire Luhya nation, the entire coastal region. Of course, at that time, there were no GNC factor. I don't know whether Ruto can win the presidency minus the mountain. Of course, if Raila won, Ruto can also win because he's in power. So it means he can ignore the mountain but still win the presidency. The only challenge he's facing is the Gen Zs, because the Gen Zs are tribalists. Now, the third question, which is very critical, is that is there something which William Ruto knows about the 2027 election which Kenyans are not aware of? Because today, William Ruto panicked. It's not the first time. The other day you saw the military and NIS coming to talk about Ruto must go. Is there something he knows? Even the way William Ruto is moving around the country, trying to campaign, early campaigns, he's denying, but it's a sign of panic. Is there something he knows which we might not know? Which brings us to the fourth question, which is the most critical. Can William Ruto accept defeat? If, for example, Kalonzo Musyoka defeats him in 2027, can he accept defeat? Based on the scandals so far, based on what Justin Muturi has told us, William Ruto would want a situation where he wins the election and then in 2032 ensures that his person takes over. If what Muturi told us, which means it's going to be very difficult for him to accept. And the only option would be to rig, the way Kibaki did in 2007. But can election rigging still take place in 2027 successfully? Based on what the agencies did, if anybody is planning to rig in 2027, I pity them. That might not work. So in 2027, with the technology, with angry youths, lastly, do you think William Ruto can win the support of the agencies? Because for me, William Ruto's fate now lies in the hands of the agencies. These are the people singing Ruto must go across the nation. These are the people mobilizing to go and heckle William Ruto across the country. In fact, in Githunguri today, they were agencies. In Embu, they were young people. Can William Ruto win their support back? Because if William Ruto will not be able to win their support back, again, I foresee a big problem. But can William Ruto accept defeat in 2027? Let's wait and see. Maybe I should be reading your comments by now. Bye-bye.